And so my first choice here to reveal is a Blanco. Is that Leyenda?
Very nice. Very nice.
It's a Blanco. Again, it's sweet, it's silky, it's clean. You know, it's a great one to mix with the. It's got a little Aztec. Leyenda's. She's kind of laying.
The legend.
La mujer dormida, the woman asleep is what it translates to. So this is in Jalisco.
Yeah, and if I'm correct, that is a female-owned company as well.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure that is. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, this is
Fita owned.
Well, there's a big movement right now where you're seeing a lot more female controlled makers in tequila.
Sure.
It's the biggest thing is every one of them coming out now is like, oh, it's a female run or owned company now, and it's again culturally that's just really something kind of unique. This is beautiful stuff right here.
Cheers. I'm not the best pourer.
It's all good. That's a hard bottle to pour out of.
Yeah,
too.
it is. It's a
That's
little wide
that's a challenge.
But it's pretty.
But
It's
look,
pretty.
when we go skiing, you kind of after ski, you're looking to have a drink or two and go into the evening. For me, it's all about tequila. When sometimes we go to Aspen. I tell you what, the popularity of tequila in Aspen
It's crazy.
is amazing. Everyone is drinking tequila, and it's because you can wake up the next day if you're mixing it with, Baby Club soda or Topo Chico. If you're starting to add the sugar in there, you're going to start to kind of mess
Have
with
some
the
challenges.
Yeah. So you can kind of get up the next day. Salute, guys.
Salute.
And I wouldn't call this. You can sip this, but it's.
But it's nice because Patrick was asking earlier. This is especially when you get into blancos and silvers, like you can smell that agave right away.
You kind of get a little pineapple.
Yeah.
It's smooth. It's silky. It's
Pineapple.
smooth.
I don't. Maybe a little bit of that fruitiness in there. Okay, so that's pineapple. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's no pineapple in there.
There's
but
no
it's just
pineapple.
some notes.
Yeah,
But just notes that
yeah.
come up. But this is one of my favorites too. This one's nice.
It's a good mixing tequila.
Right.
So this being a
With
Blanco
the ranch water.
was a stainless drum, as Jim
Yeah,
was
it's
mentioning.
just-
Okay. Not a barrel aged.
Not barrel aged.
Gotcha.
That's why I'm gonna have all that clarity and the clear color.
Right.
It's got a little herbal to it,
This is the one the high schoolers use in water bottles, right?
Exactly. It's a great. I think the price point on that is it's probably around $80-$90, I guess.
And Ozzy, one thing I always tell people when we talk about tequila is when I'm tasting, the first thing before I even taste the tequila, I say, what's the price point on the layers? Because I'm trying to put it in a category, is this entering mid or high level tequila?
Correct.
So that I can start to understand what their purpose was. Because to stand out in a mid-level tequila, which is really extraordinary now, to see these values on tequilas where they don't necessarily all have to be super expensive. It's just like wine. And we talked about that earlier. This is the same mentality of wine. You can go spend a lot of money on a very expensive bottle of tequila. That doesn't guarantee that you're going to love it.
Right.
So that's why we always encourage people to sample and taste. And your taste profile is not right or wrong. It's just what you like.
Yeah.
Right? This is...
No, that's 100% correct. People text me all the time or call me, hey, I'm looking for a good tequila. And it's about the value, the value to taste and all that, and kind of what you get. I do look into... I utilize that criteria a lot.
Yeah.
Like again, the tequila Ocho. I didn't bring that, but to me, the quality of the Ocho and the price point is just for an everyday tequila. Well, not every day, but for a more common tequila, it's a great tequila. So.
Yeah, it's phenomenal, but it is very different between the first one that we had.
Correct.
Like in that one, so far I'm drawn more to this one, but again, I'm a bourbon drinker.
Right.
So that darker drink is a lot better for me.
Right.
But no, this is still. It's kind of borderline for me, sipping versus mixing.
Correct.
Just from
I
initially
would call this
taking
more
it.
of a mixing.
Yeah, it's closer to like this in a ranch water would be
Yes.
divine.
Yeah.
So this is good.
Or Paloma. Whatever you want to do.
And actually, that end, you get a little black pepper finish too that kind of comes up a little bit.
Yeah. Now that you say that. Which that's also funny about the tasting notes. It's like as soon as somebody says one thing or another, you start, okay, well, there it is. Nope, there it is. And again, neither right or wrong. It's just what you get.
It's what you
your
get.
profiles are getting and how you're tasting it.
Correct.
It's an easy. It goes down easy.
Yeah.
You're not needing salt on your thumb.
Yeah.
And a lime in your hand.
Right.
The old.
The old
adage
throwback
of-
trick.